Check this out. The knife, my phone, ready? 1, 2, 3. That is a real key. Watch. Slowly, just like this. The coffee stirrer, even this, it's not real. That's because, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something completely different. That's right, we're going to be away from the streets, away from the people, all here in my studio, or my kitchen, should I say. And in fact, it's the perfect setup of what I'd like to show you guys today. And this is going to blow your minds because I've done this a few times in different ways, whether it's at a party or a wedding or a corporate event. I'm going to show you the 4 different versions I have right here, right now, in real time. No camera tricks, none of that sort of thing. It's going to happen live, right here, right now on this very channel. So first thing is first, let me show you the items I'm talking about. So I have 4 items. Well, the obvious one is my phone, my iPhone, with a dodgy little back case on here, which will all make some sense in a little moment. And we have my AirPods, which you'll obviously all recognize, listen to my music with, obviously. And then we have a deck of cards. Of course, we have to have a deck of cards, but I'm not going to be showing you a card trick. This is going to blow your mind. And then we have some Polo mints. Polo mints, you can see that. A lovely fresh minty snack, whatever you want to call it, a sweet. To start things off, we're going to use my phone, and for this we're going to need a couple of items. First thing is first, we need a dinner knife, and yes, this is a real knife. It's not a trick knife bought from a joke shop. I mean, I've got one of those, but I can assure you this is taken out from that kitchen drawer right there. That's there, so I'll leave that there. I also need an empty glass, and yes, that's a real drinking glass as well. It's not a trick glass whatsoever. So we're gonna need this and my phone. Now you notice a little slit over here. It's there for a reason. Let me start with this first. Are you ready for this? Check this out. The knife, my phone, with that dodgy looking slit just along there. You can see that hopefully there. Okay, watch carefully. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Watch the knife slowly melt straight through my phone. Look at that, straight through the phone, just like that. And that's really going through. Let me just show you there as well. That's genuinely going straight through the phone. I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to leave this on the glass like this, and we will come back to this a little bit later, but that will stay in full view the whole time. Okay, moving on, let's go to my AirPods. We use this to listen to music. This is the first generation. I've still got the old school AirPods, but I found such an amazing thing you can do with these AirPods. And I'm going to use my house key, not for getting in and out of the house for this particular part, but instead, check this out, my friends. Notice the little hole there, which is used to put the tag through, but look at this. Again, that is a real key. Okay. Watch. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the key, look at that, goes straight through the AirPods. I kid you not, that is genuinely going straight through the AirPods. I'm going to leave this in full view just over here like this, and we will come back to that in just a moment. Now, let's go with the Polos. Why not? Okay, we're going to go with the Polos next. And for this, we need a coffee stirrer. You can see that. And we also need this needle. You can all see that with a bit of thread attached to it as well. Okay, I'm going to try doing this with the Polo mint in my mouth. The coffee stirrer. Watch this. Ready? The mint with the hole. Slowly but surely, just like this, the coffee stirrer goes straight through the Polos, just like that. Let me take it out. I'll do it one more time. Notice there's a little bit of a cut there. I'm going to insert it one more time, just like this. And look at that. It goes straight through, just like that. All right, you're not impressed. I get it, because it is the mint with the hole in it. Fine, fine. Let's take the needle. Let's do it through the side. And just like this, if we can get it, look at the needle as it goes straight through the polos. Okay, I get it. Some of you have already clocked it. There are gaps between the polo mints, and there's a hole going through the entire stack of polos which I've got there. Fine. You may have got me on that one. I'm going to leave that, however, in full view just over here, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. The playing cards. So I'm going to need another glass for this, and I'll leave that just there. And we need another glass, another knife. Yes, it's a real knife. I don't want to break the glass, but that's genuinely a real dinner knife. Again, I've taken it out of that drawer just over there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a small little slit on the card box just there on the front and back. I'm going to show you why. Again, just like my phone, I hold it just above the slit. Watch, this is crazy. 1, 2, 3, and just like this, the knife goes straight, and I mean straight through the pack of cards. That's gone right through, look. That's no illusion, that's genuinely gone straight through. I mean, that does kind of look weird because the knife is sort of reflecting the card box a little bit there. It's a bit strange. But that, my friends, has definitely gone straight through the pack of cards. And I'm going to also leave this in full view just like that. So now you can see all of the items. We've got the AirPods, we've got the polos, we've got the... this looks really crazy. Look at this. This just looks like some crazy modern day voodoo session, inserting things into my technology and my magic props. Okay, this will all make sense why I've just done this. Okay, the iPhone impaled with a dinner knife. The pack of cards also impaled with a dinner knife. I have the polos, which is impaled with a coffee stirrer, really random, and a needle with a thread going through it. And also my AirPods with a house key, my house key, going straight through the AirPods. Let's go back in the same order. Let's do this. And we're going to use the iPhone first. So again, the iPhone, you can see the slit. You can see the knife going straight through my phone like this. I'm going to take this out. And this is solid, absolutely solid. But you'll notice just down here that there's no hole, there's no gap, there's nothing. My friends, even this, my camera, it's not real. That's because if I flip this whole thing over, you'll notice it's not even a phone inside this case. That's because I have a solid block of steel. Look at that. No holes, no cuts, no slits whatsoever. I don't know, it freaks me out as well. Look at that, I don't know if you can all see that at home. Look, no holes. The knife went through this. This knife, this dinner knife I have my food with, has gone through this iPhone. Look at that. I'm going to drop it just to show you. That's heavy. That is heavy. Moving on. The AirPods. You can see that. The key is genuinely going through the AirPods. All right. Slowly and dramatically, I'm going to remove the key just like this. Oh, and by the way, that is a real key. I showed you that before, I'm showing you now. But here's what blows my mind. Don't want to lose that. Inside, all of a sudden, the AirPods that were there a few minutes ago has now become a lump of metal. Look at that. No holes, no cuts, Nothing. It's like the AirPods have just solidified and become metal. A bit like that guy, the villain in Terminator. Look at that, that's crazy. See, look, even doing it after all these times, it still freaks me out. My AirPods. Moving on. The Polos. No, you know what? I'm going to save the Polos till the end. That's just, yeah. Let's go to the pack of cards. Look, the knife is going through the cards. They're going straight through. There's no illusion. That's going right through the cards. Take it out. And again. That's solid. But a little bit more solid than a pack of cards, because although they might be a cut through all 52 cards, my friends, look, inside again is a solid block of steel. Look at that. That is solid. I'm not going to drop that because we're going to have a horrible accident here, but if I drop it on anything, especially the glass. But look at that, my friends. You see that? How solid that is. There's no cuts, no slits, nothing. I'm going to drop it just to show you how heavy that is. Solid. Absolutely solid. The Polo mints. Just get a bit cool in there. The Polo mints, my friends. Now you saw the first part, the coffee stirrer, and you saw, of course, that needle going through. So let me just take this out. Again, that's real. Okay, that just took itself out there. And let me just take one of the Polos out. I'll save that for later. You saw that it went through the hole. Yeah, you got that part. And you saw that it went through the sides. Obviously, there's a stack of Polos. Or is there? My friends, look at this. Inside, we have a solid brass cylinder block. Look at that. No holes, no cuts, no slits, nothing. Just a solid block. Look at this. Wow. Cylinder block, a rectangular block. We've got my AirPods block. Look at that. And now you've got my phone. And another Polo. There you have it, my friends. I don't know about you, but that's just blown my mind. I hope it's blown your mind in a nice way, of course. And there you have it. Crazy, right? My friends, I have to ask you, if you haven't already done so, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, give me a follow if you haven't already done that by subscribing to the channel, and please tell your friends about it. Share the video as well, see if they can figure it out or just blow their minds with this video. And until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you back either on the streets or my studio, kitchen obviously. Have a wicked day, guys. Peace.